Good thing that's a sit-stand desk, Mrs. Bricksie. We could jack it right up and we could use the shelves underneath. She's going through all the manuals, sorting them out. Got some stuff that's been verified and listed, sorting them by theme, all that different stuff. You know what we're still missing? The handy dandy mic that we bought for Mrs. Bricksie. Oh my gosh, we had it for like 1 or 2 videos and then proceeded to lose it. I've been like looking around all around here and trying to find it and just can't find it. Must be somewhere at home though. That's the problem, is you just put things down and you lose track of where they are and you're like, uh-oh, where'd it go? Luckily for me, I still have the one that I use. So you can still hear me. But I told Mrs. Bricksie, I'm like, this is the solution. This is why we have awesome things like this. At the end of the day, let's pack up the camera, pack up the mics, put it in the camera bag, and go home with that. Because with us, we just never know when we're gonna be filming. So we always bring the mic home or the camera home because you just never know when we're gonna film a clip for this channel, which is Bricksie Talks, or the other channel, right? You just never know. So we like dragging all the equipment back and forth from the studio, from the house. But what are we gonna do today in this video? Well, we're gonna go pick up some more retired Lego sets. There's gonna be a grand total of around 60 of them when we're all done. And the first batch is right there. Mrs. Bricksie has been working on these for like 2 weeks, I would say, actually. It's gonna say a week, but it's probably more like 2 at this point. Going through them all, going through the parts list, making sure all the parts are there, verifying all the minifigures, writing down all the parts that are potentially missing or minifigures and all that, and just going through it all. It's just been a ton of work for her, and she's been doing that, so thank you so much, Mrs. Bricksie. We all appreciate it. And today in this video, we are gonna go pick up the last batch, which is 16 or 18 more sets, which is just wild. I'm keeping my eyes peeled here for this microphone. Sometimes when I'm done filming, I just do a ridiculous thing. I like peel off the mic and I just like put it down somewhere and I'll walk away. How are you supposed to find it in a sea of awesome Lego sets? That's pretty much impossible. Man, it is like winter all of a sudden. Yesterday it was -18, today it's -15. It's been snowing all day. The roads are absolutely treacherous. I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't go pick up these sets today because it's a fair drive, like a fair drive away from here and then an even longer drive all the way home. And then I looked at the forecast, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. It's supposed to snow on the weekend. It's just gonna be like nonstop snowing for like 3 days. And it's like, okay, well, it is what it is. Jose was just like, well, it's winter now, unfortunately. It's just something that you have to deal with. No good, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm excited about picking those up and checking them out because I don't even know what sets they are. Speaking of winter, I had to whip out the big boy. If you're a Canadian, you gotta own one of these bad boys right here, the big old North Face. It was North Face season today. I was freezing. Jose jacked up the temperature another degree. Can't believe it. Now it's at a swift 19 degrees in here rather than 18. What the heck? The furnace is running nonstop. It's running nonstop at home too. A little bit scared to see those gas bills. Oof, not good. And now I'm gonna be like, blasted carbon tax, raising the cost of gas here in Canada. What the heck, Clay? That doesn't make any sense. We need it. How else are we supposed to heat our houses and stuff? Yeah, but today I got a bomb dropped on me at 5:30 in the morning. We got press kits for the new F1 vehicles that were actually being revealed today at 2:30 p.m. So I was like, oh man, I got to get that done. So as soon as I got here, I took care of that, and it took quite a fair bit of time. And now we're just going to work on some other stuff and getting ready to embark on our journey to pick up these sets. Well, we're actually not leaving for about an hour, so I'm going to continue working on this train station build. We split the build last time, so I don't even remember what bag we're on. Looks like I got up to bag 6, because there's 7. Mrs. Bricksie cracked open bag 16, and just sort of did like a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, I may as well continue working on this in the meantime. So we actually went to Goodwill, we dropped off a bunch of stuff, and then we went and picked up those Lego sets, and then we went and picked up the kids. And Jose went in here to grab the kids a snack for the ride home. And And now they're asking for more. And she's like, take the snack bag out and have a look at it. It's like an ordinary snack bag. What's that? How in the world did my microphone end up in there? That is a mystery. Like, what? There's Jose's mic. Why'd she put it in the snack bag? That's hilarious. Pardon the lack of light. I'm doing this in the garage. I'm not really willing to offload all of these boxes just because it's sort of wet in here. And we're just going to be offloading them when we bring them to the studio tomorrow. But there's some excellent sets, and you'll probably notice there's 2 layers of boxes. We got the Mission HQ down here, which is part of the Ultra Agents theme. There's the Fire Brigade, Galactic Titan, the Ferrari truck, Brick Bank number 1, Brick Bank number 2, the Fairground Mixer, which is the first Fairground ride that I ever got, the McLaren Mercedes Pit Stop. I feel like that's a typo. Is it McLaren or Mercedes? I don't know. There's also the Assembly Square modular building, and then the Winter Village Cottage. This is a little ambulance plane. In here is a bunch of spare pieces for some of the sets that we already have at the studio. And in here is a bunch of spare minifigures, some of which are already at the studio as well. Just found them later, and some are like CMFs. As you can see, there's a hot dog guy right there. Moving on to layer number 2. Another Fairground ride, actually 2 of them. We've got the carousel, like the good one, and the good Ferris wheel. In here, there's a Grand Emporium, that's the modular building. And what's that? Something or other Toxic Meltdown. Also the Daily Bugle Showdown. This is like the old one. Comes with some great minifigures in there. And also the Return of the King Pirate Ambush. So a Lord of the Rings set. Then there's a city passenger train right there. It's a great train. Got a couple of those. Looks like some large Technic sets as well. So they actually go together. It's the Mobile Aggregate Processing Plant. Down here, there's the big bucket wheel like excavator and a big dump truck. And then that's the actual processor, I guess. That's crazy. That's a huge Technic set. 2 massive boxes. And then there's also a pet shop modular building right up here. And finishing it off, a Palace Cinema. So yeah, a pretty epic selection. Like, look at all those loaded up there. This pretty much filling the entire back of our vehicle here. And then I did end up taking some out there because we have to reveal the second row, right? That is crazy. It's been snowing all day, so I've got to shovel the old driveway here. No! We already drove on it. That's my pet peeve right there. So that is a crazy haul. Like, wow, and there's even more at the studio. That's what Mrs. Bricksie's been working so hard on behind the scenes, just making sure all the parts and minifigures are there and noting if any parts and minifigures are missing, etc. Holy, it's so much good stuff. But what is the plan with all of this stuff? Right now I have a stream locked in stone on Whatnot, and it's taking place on Black Friday, so November 29th, starting at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. And the plan was to auction off all of these sets, plus all of the sets at the studio, starting at only $1. It is going to be nuts. Plus, I want to give away the Endurance. I think that would be such a sick giveaway because it comes out on Black Friday. So if I can scoop up one of those in the morning of Black Friday and then give it away that afternoon, I think that would be super cool and just sort of be the cherry on top of this epic retired set stream. However, right now I'm holding on to about 80 shipments because Canada Post is on strike. So how do I feel about continuing to hold on to more shipments if I continue to run these shows and eventually there's 300 shipments sitting there? I don't know how I can mentally feel about that because I know a lot of the buyers, every buyer at this point is okay with me holding on to the shipments because they realize that there's a strike in Canada. So there's not really a way to get it en route to them, but can I keep that, can I keep pushing that forward and keep that happening? Eventually they're going to have to go back to work and eventually the federal post is going to have to resume, but when? So I've got to give that some thought. But right now, all of these sets are going to be auctioned off on November 29th at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, starting at only $1. It is going to be insane. I think there's some crazy sets here. It is absolutely fantastic. All right, I'm going to start shoveling. Is this ever bougie or what? Wow, look at these advent calendars that my mother-in-law got for us. So, Jose, what flavor are you looking forward to? I haven't even had a look at the list.
They honestly all sound good. Except for number 7. Gross. I'll still eat it though.
You don't like raisins? Are you like Unikitty?
Yes.
It was perfectly
They
fine
honestly all sound delicious.
before they put raisins in it. Yeah,
they got me with the first one, and then they just kept getting good too.
Wow. Incredible. I look forward to the month of December, but hey, we never want to wish away time, right? So, check it out, everybody. There's that new couch. It's not a double-decker couch, but
It'll do.
it'll do. Luckily for me, though, it is a back-to-back couch currently.
It is a double couch.
We couldn't, well, we haven't been able to liquidate this one yet, but we got rid of the other one. So for now, it's a back-to-back couch. But this thing's super cozy, and we think it fits the room a lot better.
It's quite the jungle gym for the kids, though.
It is quite the jungle gym because they jump from there to there, and it's funny. And then eventually we're going to put a TV right there. We do have that TV at the studio. I need to bring it over here and see if we can mount it and see what it looks like and see if it's good enough quality. That's my POV. And eventually I would like to get the TV back at the studio. Would make sense, right? And look, we've got Santa on top of the fridge over there beside the peppermint bark recipe, so I know how to make it. I don't need to look at that. I can just do it off the top of my head. But
it's not the most difficult recipe.
No? Okay. And then we got Mickey and all these fun things over here. You got Theodore over there by the Grinch. And look what somebody dropped off for us here. It's Santa's magic key. Because we don't have a chimney. So he needs the key to get in the house. So keep that right there, and we'll put that out on Christmas Eve.
There's things in the bathroom.
What's in the bathroom? A toilet? No way. Oh, wow.
Well, that's just where all the nutcrackers are.
Oh, I like this one. That's funny. All right. That's
Haven't
sweet.
spent much time in there. Don't even know it's there.
Yeah, I don't use that thing very often. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's looking pretty good up there. And then down here, it's totally Christmased out for the most part. We got our Christmas tree.
We just have a Christmas nook.
A Christmas nook, exactly. But it's like you can see it all from where we watch TV. So I feel like that's pretty cool. The only unfortunate part is we have to put a hole in the ceiling in order to fit the star on top of the tree. So we put the Santa hat for now. Because normally this star would be on top. Hey, look, it's another Grinch. And another Grinch.
And a Grinch quote.
And a Grinch quote.
Nice. Like the Grinch.
Yeah. I think it looks great. Hey, the only thing we need now is the doors for these blasted cabinets. That does not look very good right when you come downstairs, other than the top shelf. That's all right. I just spotted these out of the corner of my eye. So I was building that train station, and I was like, where are the additional pieces? And we had the table set up here the other day, and we were building that train station together. And I put the additional pieces right here. Could not find them. So in addition to the mic, couldn't find these. You got to remember to bring these to the studio. Sorry, Tico, jeepers. Well, maybe don't be a shadow. Hey, Mr. Shadow, I'm sorry, buddy. Stepped on the guy. But yeah, good job with all the Christmas decorations. Hey, Jose, look at that. We got Santa's boots and everything. Looks fantastic. So, another day down, everybody. The Christmas countdown has begun. In this household, it has.
Oh, yeah. We're jammed to Christmas tunes every day. Oh, you didn't show the carousel.
Oh, that's a
We've
classic.
had that, like, it might be older than me, but we for sure had that when I was a kid.
Oh, it shocked me.
And
It's shocking.
the kids love it.
They do
So
love
that's been on constantly. This thing might be as old as me, too, which Millie's obsessed with.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a very sad day when like the music goes out in either of these things. We have very cute videos of the kids when they were like 4 months old, just petrified of this thing.
Very cool. Well, everybody, we hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Glad to show you or give you a little household update at the end of it there. And wow, that was a lot of cool sets, hey? Why'd you throw them? That's rude.
I don't know. Can the video handle your music? I don't know.
Poor Frosty. Oh, poor guy. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great night or a great day. Bye-bye.